Hello, 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 hello. I am so excited to share tonight. I'm so excited because I get to talk to my sisters. This is Women's History Month. So while we're celebrating women, I saw it befitting to wear my shirt that was gifted to me for my birthday, which I already given a post and told everyone, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Thank you all so much. Even though it's, a week away, I celebrate all month. So thank you all so much for the wishes, the love, everything that was shown. And this was one gift that was gifted to me. And it says, hey, sis. So I saw it befitting that as I'm going to talk to my sisters tonight, that why not wear this shirt? Because as it says in the bottom, you all can't really read the bottom part of it, but I'm going to read it for you. And it says, hey, sis, the universal greeting between women who support, encourage, and empower and inspire one another. And this is what we should do. This is what we should do. We should be clapping for one another. We should be supporting each other. We should be there because we want you to win. We should want every one of our sisters. I don't care who they are. We should not be going against each other. We should not be any cliques. We should want to see every sister to win. And I am so thankful for my sisterhood. So thankful. And so grateful that even though I may have some that I'm closer to others, that I still have women that I know that are strong, solid. When I say solid, that means that they're the ones that I know that's going to come through. They're ones that I know that want to see me truly win. They are the ones that's going to love me through all of those things. Clap for me, support me, all of that. It's so good to have. So if you want to be able to purchase a shirt, again, I'm going to show you again. This is where you can go to purposeteesandmore.com. Have a lot of great product, great quality. And the purpose of this brand is to inspire and to encourage and provide motivational messages within the product to just encourage you to walk into your greater purpose, to walk into what it is that you have, and to encourage you along your journey. So definitely go check it out. It's for men and women. But, I love this shirt. I love the Hey Sis tagline. So let's just go ahead and go into tonight of what we're going to talk about, because I had to laugh because as I was kind of preparing for this is one of those things that, that we live out day to day. So if you have a sister, you have an auntie, you have a coworker, bestie, whoever that you love, please tag them on tonight, because we're going to talk real. We're going to really talk real, because sometimes we are in that tug of war between Proverbs 31 and Proverbs 25:4, right? We strive to be Proverbs 31, but life happens. And what we fail to realize is that we have been in a epidemic before there was a pandemic. I'm going to say that again. We have been in an epidemic before there was a pandemic. And the epidemic is that many of us as women, and as I'm saying us as women, I'm going to include all of us, including myself, because this has been a journey for even myself to be able to walk through, to be able to release a lot of things, release the ability to let go, release all of those things. But the epidemic that has been is that we have been carrying a lot of weight that we should have not been carrying. We have been having what I call the Superwoman syndrome for a long time. And this has been something that has been going on century after century, time after time again. As you even think back to when you think about your parents, you think about your mother, the lineage of women that have come before us, our predecessors, those people that we have experienced and saw things and things that we read about. And as we think about Women's History Month, we celebrate many of the barriers that women have been able to overcome, many of the things of women that have been able to go against the grain and able to overcome various struggles, things in life. But there has been an epidemic of women who feel as though that they have to be strong, they have to show up. Whenever you start reading in that story, and I'm not going to read all of Proverbs 31, if you all could take that time to go out and read it, take it and read it at your own time. But as you begin to start looking at the list of what she does, she has breakfast prepared before she wakes up, before dawn. She's able to roll up her sleeve and have things ready. Not only that, she goes out, she's a merchant, so she is this business owner, so she's able to do all of these things. She's knitting, she's mending, she having things already prepared for the winter. She is a woman who is on the go, and she is honored and revered because she is this strong woman. And where we get caught up in is because we have seen within time and time again that we need to be able to show up. We are the ones as women who hold the family together. You think about sometimes people who are the matriarch of the families, or even back in the days wherein you had the mother who was holding things down in the household, wherein when the husband was out doing work, the matriarch was making sure that everything was handled in the home. Things were ran through the matriarch of the family. She held the family together. She was the problem solver. She was the one that was many a times called upon. And when you start thinking of how this has been ingrained in us, and I can just speak for myself and just be very transparent, I came from a strong line of women who have some very strong personalities, meaning that whatever they say, that's what they said, and you're just going to deal with it. And they're going to say it with a smile. They handle stuff. You saw them go through adversity, but you never really saw them really truly break. And even though, and I can just say in my household that even though my dad was in the home, my mom was the primary leader, still is the primary leader in the home. She's the one who made sure that everything is taken care of. She was the one who taught me to be independent. I was taught to not have to depend on a man. I was taught to be independent. I was taught to be able to lean on things. I was taught that you don't really have all that time out for crying and all of that. So many of those things were built in me that whenever I began to start growing up and I started seeing different things in life, and I'm wondering why is it I have a hard time asking for help? Why is it that I'm always at a place where I'm giving and I'm on negative 100, but yet I'm still trying to go on? We go in between this thing of a tug of war, right? Because we're trying so much to be at a place where we're trying to be strong, but we tired. I remember I had one lady to share with me one time, and she was dealing with some things. She was going through, lost her husband, and she said, people keep telling me that I am so strong, but I am so tired of being strong. We have all been at a place where we've had to continually go on, but we be at a place as well sometimes so we can be tired. I just want to be real. I just want to be real on tonight. We can have those moments wherein we feel like we're strong. We can feel like we want to go on. Whenever they have, someone passes away, oh my gosh, they didn't even cry. They didn't even do da 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 da. And then when you at a place when I want to break down, but I can't break down because so many people depend on me. So then if I do break down, then I'm going to look like something's wrong, like I'm kind of weak. So I don't have the ability to, because I am the person that many people count on for so many things. We have played so many ways for so many people, Superwoman. And I want to encourage the woman on tonight. Yes, you can still be Proverbs 31. Yes, you can still be that woman and show up for people, but you have to take off your cape. I want to tell you. I want to tell that woman, I want to speak personally to you. I want to lean in and tell my sister on today to take off your cape. We cannot fix everything for everybody. We have to be able to be at a place to have a balance between knowing that we can show up for everybody else and also ensuring that we are taking care of ourselves. Because what we fail to realize is that whenever we are at a place that we give so much to people, we give so much to everyone else, and we don't take that time out for ourselves, then our well begins to get dry. And many a times we are like the Sahara Desert. We are at a place that there is no water left, but we still try to give. We still try to go on. But then that goes to that point where we go to Proverbs 25:4, because we at a place wherein we're irritable, we're tired all the time. Listen, because especially for you women who are married, you are expected to show up, sometimes work a full-time job, then be at a place where you have to be able to make sure that your husband's needs are met. And I'm trying to keep it PG-13 for those who show, you know what I'm talking about, because they expect for you to still show up. They expect you to still cook, clean, work a full-time job, and take care of their needs and the kids' needs as well. It's not possible if you're not taking that time out for you. You cannot be at a place wherein I have a place where I am constantly giving to people, wherein I have nothing else left to give. And even to my single sisters, I'm going to talk to you all too, because many a times we feel like, because I'm single, that we don't have things. We have things too. You have different things that you have to worry about as well. You have to worry about, I gotta handle everything in this household. Things that's supposed to be like a helpmate, because I can tell you that many a times I get overwhelmed because I'm having to figure out if the toilet breaks, how I'm gonna have that fixed. Then I gotta make sure, okay, now what I'm gonna do if something happens, I gotta have those things in order. Then I gotta worry about job, all of those things that I would want help with. I gotta figure this thing out on my own, and I got to show up for me. I don't have children sometimes that I can call on. Thankfully, I do have family. But when you are a single person, sometimes you feel like you're alone. And then sometimes when you are married, you still feel sometimes you are alone, because you are the one that's handling so much and you are wanting help. But sometimes we don't even know how to really ask for help, because sometimes we have not been at a place wherein we have been taught of saying, wait a minute, let me have a time out, because I got to continue to go forward in our minds. We got to continually we got to continually go forward. We got to continually show up. We cannot break down. We don't have time for that. You just got to keep on going. And this is why we show up and we have so much on our faces. The makeup is fine, hair flawless, everything is showing so well, but on the inside we're stressed. On the inside we're at a place we're about to break. On the inside, like that song says, don't push me because I'm close to the edge. It's about to be a break. We have those invisible tears. We're having that in moments where on the inside, if they could really see what I'm going through. I'm dealing with so much on the job. I'm dealing with the microaggressions. I'm dealing with so much that I'm dealing with on my job. And then when I come home, my family is calling for me, single person. I feel like I'm alone. All of these things that we constantly do. But we do not take that time to take for ourselves. Take off your cape. There has been one Savior that has come and has already died, but we show up and try to be Superwoman for so many people. One of the things that we have been taught whenever we go when we go and take a trip and we say we're going to take a flight, the first thing that you go through is this training every time, which sometimes I don't even listen to, because I already know for me, if that plane is about to go down, I'm going to be probably praying and all of those things. But I already know for me, if it's going to crash and I got to slide down something and I got to try to survive, I already know I'm going to glory. Nothing else behind all. Y'all can give me all of those things. Y'all can tell me the exit doors. It's just going to be survive. I don't even know. when it's going down, it's going to be praying. It's going to be at a place where I'm going to make sure I already know that I'm saved, but I'm already going to go get all of that in order. And we just going to be at a place because the slide down, then having to go, and then we on the ocean. It's not going to work. But one thing that they're taught is before you give someone their oxygen mask, whenever they show that little mask, they get a demonstration. They say, make sure you put on that oxygen mask and put that on yourself before you give it to someone else. This is what we have to do in life. We're going to have to be at a place that is not at a place of selfishness, but it is the point of self-care, that we have to make sure that before we put on that oxygen mask for someone else, that we put it on ourselves. We have to ensure that we create these moments. I want to be able to talk to the woman. I want to say, hey, sis, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you who always at a place wherein you know that you are at a place you're about to break down, where you continually going. You at a place where you're saying, I really don't feel like I have this time. You need to create time. You're feeling like you're at a place wherein I feel like, Michelle, I know what you're saying, but I don't know where to start. We have to get at a place where we have to get back to the core of who we are as women. You are more than a wife. You are more than a mother. You are more than that minister. You are more than that teacher. You are more than that executive. You are more than that high level woman that shows up. You are more than that, because when you were created individually, and so many layers. And as I think about even when I had the pajama party, when God had given me that vision to have that pajama day party, he was like, have a pajama day party in the day, not in the night. Because most of the time, whenever we have our pajamas on, and whenever we able to have a place to relax, before we even get up to have our day started, that is the core. Before we put on so many clothes, so many layers, so many things, the core of who we are, before all of that, before we put on the makeup, before we put on the lashes, before all of those things, we were created for a purpose and a plan. But many a times we get lost in the sauce. We get lost in being a mother. We get lost in being a wife. We get lost with so many distractions. We get lost on the job. We get lost in our careers, and we forget who we are. We get lost. And then we're at a place where we fulfill their purposes for everyone else, but we forget ourselves. We cannot forget who we are. We cannot forget who we were created to be. We have to be at a place where we have to take it off. I just want you to take a moment to my sister on today. I want you to take a moment to just exhale, to just breathe, to just say that I know that I'm more created for this. I know that I have been created for more than to just work a job from 8 to 5 and just come home and go about this daily routine. I know that I am created more to just preparing meals and just doing things and serving. Yes, I feel good to be able to serve my family. Yes, I know that my family serve well, but I have been created for more. Yes, to my single women, I know you might be waiting for that Boaz, and I know you might be waiting for him to come. But while you are waiting, even so, then you are created for more than that. You have been created for a purpose, but you have to release all of those layers, and we have to exhale and say, who am I? When you start looking at that list for that Proverbs 31 woman, that is a big task to fill. But we have to take a minute to pause and say, wait a minute. There's more to this. There's more to my life. There's more to purpose. There's more to this. When they talk about stress management, stress relief, I laugh because I'm like, when is that going to happen? I remember when I went to my counselor one time, because yes, the counselor sees the counselor, the coach has a coach, because I have to be constantly refined, tuned up, ready to go. I don't just talk about this thing. I live this thing out. This thing is a constant journey. So let's be transparent about that. And I remember when I was talking to him about the responsibilities that I have, because I am a person that my mom depends on a lot. And I have a mom and an aunt that loves me, but they don't mind the pool. And I remember, I was telling him about all the things, some things they were asking me to do, and some things I just don't want to. He's like, "Well, you just got to, just let them know that you're not able to do that, and you need to just let them know." Da da da. And I'm like, "You must have not met. You have met my mom, and I'm not saying mother. I'm saying my mama, because guess what? You're gonna get it done. Now, you might not get it done today, but you're gonna get it done eventually." Whenever you are that person that's a giver, you're going to attract people that need help. Whenever you are a person that's that role model, that's that matriarch, that's the person that's able to get it done, you're going to attract people that's going to be looking for you to help get stuff done. And so if that is your role, if that is who you are, what you have to balance is between how I can truly give and then how I can truly give to myself. Because some people you are called to be able to serve, and then there are some people that are going to serve you. But if they're not at that place to be able to serve you, then you have to be at a place wherein you give to yourself. You have to create those moments through hot bubble baths, through showers, through taking moments whenever I'm going to the store, then I'm going to take a different route home, and I'm going to have my favorite ice cream, because I know when I walk in the house, everyone else is going to want something. So I'm going to have something for myself. I'm going to take those spa days. I'm going to take that time away. I'm going to go on that girls trip. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to put things off because I work so hard. I cannot just have life to just exist, but I need to choose to live. You are expected to show up, show out every time. But I am here to tell you that there is so much of a load that you are able to carry that at point is going to break. Something is going to give, and it's going to be at a place where I'm going to have to make a decision where it's going to be between this or that. And I want you tonight, my sister, my girl, the leader, the homemaker, the woman who is at a place, who is making it happen on a job, the woman who's trying to work this business, the woman who is making sure that her children are good. I want to tell you to make sure that you're good. I want to make sure, I want you just to tap in now and say, I'm going to be good. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to choose me. I'm going to make sure that I'm good. And not only that, but I'm going to connect with the necessary sisters that's going to be at a place that they're going to help push me to. They're going to push me to. So today, I say to my sister to exhale, allow yourself to release. Yes, you can be that Proverbs 31 woman. But as I said, that before you put on that makeup, before you go out and you do your thing, before you go out and be a woman crush Wednesday, before you go out and do all of those things, make sure that you're taking care of you, making sure that you exhale, making sure that whenever I'm pouring out, that I have enough in my pitcher to be able to pour out to other people, knowing that I am that person that shows up. I am that person that gives. I am that person. But I have to know that when I am at a person that I have to give, when I am that person I have to give to my husband, I have to be that person to be able to give to my new boyfriend. Whenever I'm at that place that I want to be able to show up, I want to be at that place to be my best. I have to ensure that I am good. It is so, oh gosh, it's so much peaceful and better, that even though you have so many responsibilities, that you're able to get a restful night of sleep, that you're able to show up different. It shows up a little different, that once you have that time alone and you're able to get that recharge and able to release all of those things that happen in your day, and then you go and do that spa time, you go and take that time out, that you'll be able to be that better wife, that you'll be able to be that better mom, that you'll be able to show up different because you have taken that time out for you. That even as you had a person that you are single and you saying, I want a man to come take me, I want to be able to go out, I want to be able to release. But if you are able to accomplish, to learn to date yourself, to love on yourself, and start attracting these men that's going to love you right, that's going to take you out to dinner, that's going to treat you like the queen that you are. And then also that if I do need help, that I'm not going to hold it all in, but I'm going to be able to link arms with another sister. This is what we're for with sisterhood, to encourage me and to inspire me along this journey. This is what's needed. This is what's needed. So take that time for you. Take that time out. Exhale. This is Women's History Month. We have been taught a lot, but I can still show up as Proverbs 31 and still take care of myself at the same time. Because I don't want to be Proverbs 25 and 4, because sometimes I be like that. Sometimes I'm tired. I'm going with this struggle back and forth. Exhale, release. Allow yourself to be. Allow yourself to say, okay, this is tapped out. Take off your cape. Allow yourself to be at a place wherein you getting yourself poured into. Allow yourself to go. Today is the day that you can begin a new start. That's always my tagline. You don't have to wait till the new year. You can start today. You can start tonight to say, listen, I'm going to make a list of things that I'm going to do, and I'm going to be creative. I'm going to do different things for me this month, this today. I'm going to take 5 minutes and just do me. I'm going to take this time to call a sister when I see something's wrong and I see that she's not right. I'm going to do a check-in with her. I'm going to congratulate my sister along her journey. I'm going to support her. I'm going to encourage her. I'm going to let her know that I'm thinking about her. Whenever I see her in tears, I'm not going to think that she's weak. I'm going to hug her and love on her and let her know that she is not alone. All of us need that type of love. And no matter how the strongest woman can be, whenever they have someone to show that they care, it matters so much to the heart. They might not be able to verbalize it and say it, but it matters. It matters. So do something today. This month, I charge you with Women's History Month. I would love for you all. I'm going to do a post, and I'm going to ask who has done something for women's history to make a mark, to do something for themselves, to create a new type of history, a new chapter, a new something that you did different this month, to love on you, to love on the sister, to love on something to this month. Okay. So you all have a great, great, great night. As always, walk in purpose. We're going to walk towards our destiny. Continue to check out my website where you can go purchase tickets for the upcoming pajama party. There are 10 tickets left. So I'm excited to be able to share with you all, loving you all. If you want to be at a place where you want to release, exhale, walk out feeling inspired, walking out with a new sassiness about yourself, walking free and able to exhale, please join me. I can't wait to love on you all. And I'm keeping it small and intimate for a reason, because I want to love on you. I want to hug on you. I want to be at a place where we can just love on one another and encourage one another, inspire one another, which is the purpose of this shirt. Between one another and showing true, genuine love. All right. So you all have a great night. Always walk in purpose. See you all soon. Okay.